The film starts from the snowy areas of Antarctica, where America has a research base. There we meet Jerry, who is the guide of this place. He knows every place here. Jerry has his beloved dogs, who are not just animals for him, but are like family to him. He calls everyone by their name. Among them, his most special companion is Maya, who is the leader of this team. In the morning, Jerry comes to pick up the dogs because today he is going to get a new mission. Everyone wakes up in the morning and then a plane lands in the sky. That plane brings Kate, who has once been Jerry's girlfriend. Although their relationship is now a bit complicated, but there is still something left for each other. A research team has come with the plane, including engineer Cooper and space scientist Daw. Davis has come here to find a special meteorite, Ulka Pend, which had fallen near Mount Melbourne. In the evening, Jerry, Kate, and Cooper are playing cards together in the research base. In the meantime, Cooper talks about his girlfriend, who works at the Italian base. Everyone else starts laughing. No one believes that such a beautiful girl can be his girlfriend. Jerry was thinking Dr. Davis has come here for the Ray Borelli station, but actually, he has to go to Mount Melbourne. Hearing this, Jerry gets a little worried because the time to go to Melbourne is in very dangerous weather. Davis asks what happened. Jerry says now the snow has started to freeze, the roads can break, and it will be almost impossible to drive a snowmobile. Still, the order is the order. Jerry's boss says that he will have to help Davis. Jerry agrees. He goes out and prepares his lovely dogs. He ties everyone in ropes and shakes them with love. Maya is the first, and the last is old Jack, who is now old and is about to retire soon. The rest of the dogs include Max, the youngest, and Joshila, two twin brothers Strawman and Joey, and finally Shadow and Buck. Cooper takes some pictures of them, and everyone sets off for their last mission, to Mount Melbourne. The road is not easy. At many places they have to walk. Sometimes the snow is so slippery that the snowmobile has to turn. At one place, Jerry stretches the ropes of the dogs because he saw a frozen lake in front. He says if the snow is thin, we will have to walk with weight. Everyone moves forward slowly. Suddenly the dogs stop. Jerry sees a leopard seal in front. It is very dangerous, so Jerry changes the way. Going a little further, he hears strange sounds from below the snow. Jerry stops immediately. He says we are on top of the glacier. There can be a hole anywhere here. He tells Davis to walk slowly, and he himself moves forward and checks the way. But then he sees a big hole in front of him. He shouts immediately, "Stop!" Now they have to turn around. He calls his dogs to the side, but Max starts running separately. Suddenly, the car falls into a hole, and Davis hangs holding the car. Jerry immediately goes and holds the rope of the car. If Davis falls, he won't even get his corpse. Jerry quickly starts pulling Davis along with the dog, and Davis comes out with great difficulty. He takes a breath of peace. Jerry tells him next time when he comes here, don't bring so much stuff. Then in the evening, he sets up a camp at a place. Davis tells him to save his life. He says thank you to him. Here he tells about his son. But Jerry was not married and his relationship with Kate is a bit complicated. The next day, they again moved forward on their journey, and after a while they reached Mount Melbourne, which was very beautiful to see. At the base, the rest of the people get the news that two very big storms are coming from the south, and for safety, they will have to leave the base. Their boss immediately asks Jerry to contact them. Kate immediately contacts them through the set phone and tells them to come back as soon as possible. But hearing this, Davis gets updated. He goes to convince Jerry because he had to at least try to find the Ulka Pen once. Jerry tells him two very big storms are coming, and his job is to get him back safely. But Davis requests him a lot and tells him whatever you like, you have to take risks for it. Jerry agrees to stay here till tomorrow afternoon. The next day, they were looking for the Ulka Pen on both the mountains. Jerry was making his way through the cracks. Even after a lot of searching, he couldn't find anything, and his time was about to end. But then Davis sees something, and he leaves the safe zone and goes to see the stone. This was the same Ulka Pen that he had come so far to find. Jerry tells him that he has gone out of the safe zone, but Davis didn't care about it. Jerry calls him back on his footprint, and nothing wrong happens. Davis was very happy because he got what he wanted.
On the other hand, at the base, he gets to know that the storms are getting stronger. Now they will reach there before time. Kate immediately contacts Jerry, but they don't get in touch. On the other hand, they had already left to come back to the base. But then Jerry sees blood coming out of a dog's foot. He immediately stops the car and goes to check the dog. And Davis was trying to contact the base. Jerry sees that the old Jack's foot is injured, but Davis reaches the edge of a snow while searching for the signal. And until he can understand anything, time slips away and starts falling down, and goes down and stops. Jerry immediately calls him. David was alive, but his leg was broken. Jerry was going to take him. That's when the snow below him starts breaking, because he was on the same lake. Until he could understand anything, the snow breaks, and Davis falls into this water. Along with that, his set phone also starts shaking. That's when Davis starts panicking, but Jerry tells him to stay calm and not to swim, and tells him to hold the side of the snow. Davis didn't have much time. Jerry quickly comes down with the dog and rope. Davis was breathing heavily. Jerry gives the rope to Maya and sends her to Davis. Maya slowly goes to Davis, but stops at one place, but goes ahead on Jerry's instructions and puts the rope around Davis's neck. Jerry tells Davis to put his right hand inside the rope. He does the same. Then Jerry calls Maya back. Both of them pull Davis hard, and after a lot of efforts, they pulled Davis out. But he was still not out of danger. Jerry throws all the rest of the stuff and puts Davis in the car. Jerry tells him to be brave. Then Jerry puts Maya first, because she was the smartest of all the dogs. Till now, the storm had also reached there. Max was hiding, but Jerry sends him with the rest of the dogs. Now they leave for the base again. Here at the base, Kate wanted to find Carrie from the plane, but her boss refuses, because even if she flies the plane, she won't be able to see anything. Here, the dogs were pulling them. Jerry was somehow holding the car, but his condition was also getting worse. Now it was evening. At the base, Kate was trying to contact them. Here, the dogs were trying their best to bring them to the base. Here at the base, everyone was very worried. Kate was standing outside the window. Only then she could see something outside, because the dogs had sent them back to the base. Everyone goes to take them outside. Jerry's fingers froze, and his fingers slowly sink into the hot water. Jerry was still worried about his dogs, but his dogs were absolutely fine. But Davis was still in danger. If he wasn't treated at the right time, his leg could have been cut. His boss asks Kate to get the plane ready quickly, but for now, he couldn't take the dogs with him, because they were very heavy. Kate will bring them in the next trip. Jerry asks her to stay with them, but his fingers were badly injured. He needs treatment. Kate says she will bring the dogs, so Jerry agrees even though he doesn't want to. Then everyone puts Davis in the plane. But Max somehow comes to Jerry, but Jerry goes with Cooper and ties up all the dogs. Jerry promises Maya that he will definitely come back, as long as he takes care of everyone. Then they start to leave, and all the dogs were watching them. Jerry didn't want to leave either, but he has to go. All the dogs were watching him, especially Maya. And even though he doesn't want to, Jerry leaves all the dogs there. Then we see another base. After a while, Jerry wakes up. Actually, he was unconscious. As soon as he wakes up, he asks Cooper. The cat didn't bring the dogs, but Cooper tells him the storm has increased a lot, and the officer didn't let them go back. As soon as he hears this, Jerry goes out immediately. He meets Kate outside. He had to go back to the base quickly, but Kate tells him as soon as he hears this, Jerry goes to the higher authority. He tells him his dogs are still at his base, but he tells him another storm is going to come.
If he doesn't get the people out of here, then everyone will get stuck here. Jerry asks the officer for a plate, the same plate from which he has come here, because he will come back in just 3 hours. But the officer doesn't listen to him. Now Jerry was very upset. He comes to meet Kate. She tries to comfort him, but Jerry tells him this means that the dogs won't be able to survive in this storm. Kate had promised him, but she couldn't keep her promise. Jerry tells him something, the cat gets upset and leaves. Now the dogs are hungry and thirsty. It's been 4 days since they were waiting for Jerry. Now Jerry had also reached Washington. He meets a lot of departments and NGOs so that he can get the funding to go back, but no one helps him because there was not such a big storm in 25 years. Jerry gets very upset with all this. On the other hand, the dogs were still stuck, and the flag from the strong winds comes out. As soon as he sees it, Bug breaks his chain and runs towards the flag. As soon as he sees it, the other dogs also break their chain and run after him. Truman helps his brother to break Jerry's chain, but Max can't open it. And old Jay doesn't even try, because he's the oldest, and he had an injury in his leg. On the other hand, Jerry goes to meet Davis. He had a plaster in his leg. Both are very happy to meet each other. Jerry shows him their photo. Then he tells him that he has to go back to the base. He also talked to the administration, but he is taking a lot of time, and the winters will start in a week. Then no one can go there for 3 months. That's why he came to ask for help from Davis, because Davis's university has a good reputation in the science fund. He just had to go alone, and he will come back in 3-4 days, because he can't sleep. He misses his dogs. But Davis makes him understand, many days have passed, maybe the dogs couldn't survive. But Jerry had to see it with his own eyes, but Davis refuses to help him. He thought it was just a waste of money. Davis asks Jerry to forget everything, but Jerry says, can he ever forget the favor of those dogs? Davis had no answer to this. On the other hand, the dogs were 15 days old. At that time, Max sees a bird, and Max also breaks his chain and runs after the bird. The rest of the people also follow him. The bird flies away. All the dogs follow him, but old Jack was there. Maya tries to pick him up. Then she tries to break his chain. Then she asks him to get up, but old Jack doesn't get up. Now Maya had no other way. That's why she licks him and says goodbye and goes after the rest of the dogs. And old Jack is left alone there. Then they follow all the birds and reach their flock. But because of Max's hunger, they fly away from there and sit somewhere else. Then Maya comes there. She sends the dogs in the other direction and makes Max sit there, because he often makes a mess. The birds go to one side of the flock, and Maya goes to the other side. Then Maya slowly moves towards the flock. All the dogs were waiting for her signal. Then Maya runs like a hungry horse, and the rest of the people also start running. The birds start flying, but the dogs also come from the other side. And before they fly, they hunt 3-4 birds. Then all the dogs bring the birds and put them in front of Maya one by one. Maya picks up one bird, and the rest were eating something after so many days. But Max didn't get anything, but Shetty shares his food with him. On this side, Jerry had come to his house, but he was still very worried. He was missing his dogs a lot. On the other side, it had been 50 days since the dogs had survived. Now winter had also started, and the water of Antarctica had also started freezing. One night, the dogs saw a colorful light in the sky, which was coming to the ground. Max starts playing with that light, and seeing him, the rest of the dogs also start playing with him.
Maya was refusing everyone, but Joey got a little too excited. He came to the edge of the cliff. As soon as he jumps, the ice on the edge breaks, and Joey falls straight down from here. Everyone goes to see him, but Joey was not able to get up. Everyone goes to him. Joey was alive, but could not get up. His brother Truman sits with him. Now everyone gets up the next morning. Maya was with Joey, but Joey was already dead. Truman starts licking his brother and tries to get him up. But Maya understood, now nothing can be done. He has to go from here. And everyone starts following him. But Truman and Max were there. Then Truman also follows Maya and the rest of the dogs. But Max again goes to Joey and sits. Maya waits for Max to come ahead, but he does not come. That's why they move ahead. Then Max moves towards them, but he does not see anyone in the fog. He also calls them, but no one answers. Now poor Max was left alone, and he's the youngest. On the other hand, we see Jerry. He was teaching kids to ride a boat. Then Kate comes to meet him, and his dog was also with him. Then they both talk because Jerry was not answering his calls. She tells him that she's dating an engineer. Hearing this, Jerry laughs that an engineer also got a girlfriend. Then she tells Jerry to move on because whatever happened, Jerry is responsible for it. Then the next day, Jerry goes to meet someone. He meets Mindo. He's a dog trainer. He apologizes because all the dogs were Mindo's. He raised them. Jerry says that he does not understand what to do. Then Mindo tells him a story about his father. Once a bear attacked his father. He had 6 dogs with him, but 2 were killed while saving him, and 4 were missing. After getting well, he went to look for those dogs. Mindo said that his dad went because he respected dogs a lot. He says, do something that you can be proud of yourself. Hearing this, Jerry gets a new energy. He gets ready to leave immediately because the National Science Board was going to award Davis an award for finding that Ulka pinned. It had been 133 days since the dogs had survived. They were still looking for food. Then Maya hears the sound of the door knocking. Everyone starts running towards it. There was a small base in front of it. All the dogs go inside because its door was open. They get food inside. Everyone was eating and resting, but Maya was a little worried, maybe for Max. On the other side, we see Max. He came back to the base, but the base was closed. He couldn't find anyone there. On the other side, Davis is awarded for finding that Ulka pinned. He thanks everyone present in Antarctica. Jerry had also come there. Later he meets Jerry. He thought Jerry wouldn't come. Jerry congratulates him and tells him that he's going to New Zealand today. He has got halfway transport. He will see the other half after reaching there. Davis asks him why he's doing this. Jerry tells him the same thing. You have to take risks for what you like. Seeing Jerry's love for those dags, Davis also starts thinking. When he comes to his son at night, his son had made a drawing of those dags. Later, Davis sees the file of the 2019 project for which he was going to be given some funds. On the other side, the dogs had survived for 152 days. We see Max. He was wandering in the forest. He reaches the place where Davis fell and broke his leg. Down there, he sees the corpse of a whale. Max was there immediately. He runs towards it and starts eating the meat. But then a seal comes out of him and attacks him. Max gets scared and runs away from there. When he looks up, Maya comes there. The other dogs were also with him. Maya tells him to do something. Max goes to the whale with a lot of courage. He goes to the place where the seal was eating him. Max goes to the whale and cuts a piece of the whale. The seal shouts at him.
Max starts running away from there. The seal goes behind him from the water. Then all the dogs come down and start eating the whale. The seal follows Max for a long time, but then it comes back. All the dogs were eating the whale meat, but the seal came back. As soon as it comes out, it grabs Maya's leg. All the dogs run upstairs, but then Max comes running. He climbs on top of the seal and starts biting it. Seeing him, the other dogs also come there. They attack the seal. The seal gets scared and runs away from there. But Maya was badly injured in all this. But still, Maya walks on 3 legs and starts eating the whale. Seeing her, the others also start eating. On the other hand, Jerry had reached New Zealand. He talks to the boat captain there to take him, but no one wanted to go there, and Jerry didn't even have enough money to take a big boat there. That's when someone sends him a drink. When he sees it, it was Kate. Jerry goes and meets her. But there was not only Kate there. There was Cooper too, and Davis came there with him. Actually, he had somehow collected funding for Jerry, and had also arranged to go to their base. Jerry is very happy to know this. Then they come to a chopper, which is flown by Kate. On the other hand, it was difficult to walk with Maya. She sits at one place, and the rest of the dungs also stop with her. On this side, all the choppers come on a very big ship. The ship is going to take them to Antarctica. At night, Jerry meets Kate. Kate tells him when they reach the base, they might find the dogs' corpses. But Jerry had to do this, for himself and for his dogs. Kate tells him that she couldn't talk to that engineer. Jerry is very happy to know this. On this side, Maya's condition was getting worse. The next morning, a storm comes. Maya sits at the same place, and no one leaves her. On the other hand, Jerry and his team were moving ahead by breaking the snow from that powerful ship. They were somehow passing their time, because they are only 100 miles away from the base. But the ship is not able to break a very big snow. The captain of the ship uses all the power of the ship, but the snow doesn't break. That's why they all go down and see. The snow was as much as 6 meters, which means they can't go any further. The captain of the ship also refuses to go ahead. Now he couldn't understand what to do next. But then Cooper tells him. He once went to the Italian base while making a map, where he met his girlfriend. Actually, he has an idea. He can't go ahead, and the chopper can't go back to their base. But the Italian base is at a distance ahead, and the Italian base has the fastest snow car. They will go to the Italian base from the chopper. They will take the car from there and go to their base. Everyone likes this idea. Then everyone prepares the chopper and everyone leaves for the Italian base. The dogs had been here for 175 days, but they stayed with Maya. Max and the other dogs had come with prey. Max puts his prey in front of Maya, but Maya picks up the prey and puts it in front of Max. Seeing this, the other dogs also put their prey in front of Max. This means that Maya had made Max the leader, because she knows that it is difficult for her to escape now. Max picks up a bird and gives it to Maya, and the other dogs take their share of the prey. But Maya wasn't eating anything, and Max also sits next to her. On the other hand, Jerry and his team reach the Italian base. Cooper takes the battery to start the car. Jerry and Davis remove the snow from there. He finds the car key in the base. Along with that, he picks up a photo that Cooper has taken. He starts the car with the help of the battery and takes it out. When everyone comes inside, Cooper shows them a photo of himself and his girlfriend. Everyone was surprised to see this, because everyone thought that Cooper was lying about this, because his girlfriend was very beautiful. Then they leave for their base. On this side, everyone was sitting with Maya, because she was just in her last moments. On this side, the whole team was moving towards the base. They travel for many hours, and finally reach their base. Max hears the sound of the car. He tries to pick up Maya, but Maya can't get up. On this side, Jerry comes to the base. He sees a chain of dogs in front of him. He goes to see them. Everyone was very sad. When Jerry sees the first chain, there was an old jack in it. Jerry starts crying there, but when he sees the next chain, it was broken. And Jerry knows about the rest of the chains. They all got separated. He had freed himself. Then he hears a sound. Jerry looks ahead. After a while, Max comes there. Then the rest of the dogs follow him. As soon as he sees them, Jerry runs towards them, and all the dogs run towards him. Jerry meets his dog. There is no place for his happiness. Everyone else was very happy. He starts licking Cooper. Then Jerry sees everyone. He was very happy that so many of his dyings were saved. Then everyone prepares to go from there. Everyone sits in the car, but Max was not coming in the car. He goes the other way, and Jerry also follows him. Then Jerry sees Maya at a distance. Jerry goes to her. Maya was not moving. Jerry starts crying. Jerry is very happy because Maya was alive. Then everyone sees Jerry is coming with Maya. Everyone is very happy. Jerry says that Maya will be fine very soon. Now everything is fine between Jerry and the cat, and then they all happily leave from there. And they had also made the grave of old Jack nearby. And with this movie also ends here. Make sure to subscribe our channel for more recap videos.